Life after 70 is not what most people imagine. Many picture a gentle, quiet season, but the truth is that these years often bring tough realities that take people by surprise. Every year after 70 feels more precious and, in many ways, more complicated. Your body starts sending signals that can't be brushed aside, and daily life shifts in ways you might not expect. Some people in their 70s carry themselves with remarkable strength and direction, while others begin to slow, battling fatigue, small memory slips, or sudden health scares that seem to come out of nowhere. The distance between these two paths is often defined by hard truths few speak about openly. In this video, we're going to uncover 8 brutal realities of life after 70. They aren't here to frighten you, but to help you see clearly what's ahead so you can prepare with wisdom and courage. By naming these truths, you can take steps to protect independence, dignity, and peace of mind. Stay with me until the end, because the final reality is the one most people never see coming. Yet it quietly shapes everything about the later years. Number 1. Hearing and vision changes. One brutal reality that often arrives softly after 70 is the slow dimming of the senses you've trusted your whole life. Sounds that once rang distinct begin to smear together. Voices in a busy cafe blur, and reading a recipe or a medication label under kitchen lights can feel like hard work. This isn't a personal failure. It's the natural wear of delicate systems that have served you faithfully for decades. And the impact is larger than most expect. When hearing fades, conversations become guessing games, and that strain is exhausting. When sight softens, you hesitate to drive at dusk, avoid evening community events, and everyday tasks start to feel risky. Consider Ruth, 78, a cheerful library volunteer who loved hosting neighborhood folk song nights. As her hearing dulled, she stopped attending because she felt awkward asking people to repeat themselves. Week by week, her calendar emptied, not because she wanted it to, but because her senses pushed her to the edges of the room. The good news is that practical steps can restore surprising confidence. Routine eye exams, brighter task lighting at home, large print or high-contrast labels for pill bottles, and bold tape on stair edges reduce strain and prevent mishaps. Hearing checks, captioning on every screen, simple TV amplifiers, and giving modern hearing aids a fair try can reopen doors you thought were shut. Small tools, a pocket magnifier, a doorbell that flashes, a phone designed for clearer sound. Return control piece by piece. Naming this reality early is an act of self-respect. When you protect your senses, you protect your safety, your conversations, and the connections that make the later years worth living. Number 2, shifting family relationships. Another harsh reality many face after 70 is the shifting nature of family relationships. The roles you once held, the steady caregiver, the household decision-maker, the financial anchor, begin to change, sometimes in uncomfortable ways. Children who once asked for your guidance may now try to guide your choices. Grandchildren move fast into their own busy worlds, and visits grow shorter or less frequent. Even holiday gatherings that once overflowed with noise can feel quieter as family spreads out and schedules compete. For Elias, 81, the hardest moment was realizing his adult children were more absorbed by demanding careers and their own health routines than by weekly dinners at his place. He knew it wasn't neglect. It was life, but the silence still stung. These changes create a complex blend of pride and loneliness. Pride that your family is strong and standing on its own, and loneliness that your central role has faded. The truth is, family bonds don't vanish, they evolve. Accepting that evolution takes courage, and it also unlocks new possibilities. You can stay engaged in ways that fit today's pace. Quick check-in calls, short video chats, or smaller, intentional get-togethers. You can pour meaning into the margins, mentoring younger relatives, writing down family stories, or simply offering steady encouragement from the sidelines. Changing dynamics may ache, but they also remind you of the legacy you've built. By choosing flexibility, you keep shaping those relationships with wisdom and love, even if the rhythm is different. Number 3, declining health. As the years after 70 unfold, health challenges begin to shape daily life in ways that can't be ignored. Chronic conditions, high blood pressure, arthritis, heart and lung issues, often take the place of those occasional aches that once felt manageable. Even a single flight of stairs or carrying 2 grocery bags can leave you winded. The reasons are grounded in biology. Muscles diminish, bones thin, and the immune system loses some of its edge. Take May, who turned 83 last spring. A retired postal carrier, she loved long neighborhood loops and took pride in never missing a day outside. But after a sudden hospitalization for a nasty bout of the flu, she realized how fragile recovery can be. The climb back was slow, and now even pruning her roses leaves her wrung out. The hardest part isn't always the diagnosis. It's the unpredictability. One day you feel steady. The next, fatigue sweeps in like a tide. That uncertainty fuels fear and frustration. Still, a decline in health is not the end of the story. Doctors consistently point to small, consistent habits. Gentle stretching, short daily walks, balanced meals, hydration, sleep routines, and routine checkups as a way to slow the slide. Older adults who build tiny, repeatable habits around movement and mindful rest often regain a sense of control. The goal isn't to chase the body you had at 40. It's to defend the strength you still have. Naming these changes isn't weakness. It's the first step to preserving dignity and protecting the energy you need to enjoy what matters. Number 4, financial strain. Money takes on a different weight after 70. For many, the steady paycheck is gone, and savings, pensions, or social benefits become a lifeline. Some manage comfortably. Others discover that what once looked sufficient shrinks under medical bills, higher housing costs, or the quiet pull of helping children and grandkids. Inflation adds pressure, turning ordinary needs, groceries, utilities, prescriptions, into monthly puzzles. Consider Evelyn, 76, a widowed hairdresser who owned her home outright. She budgeted carefully and felt secure. But when she needed costly inhalers for chronic breathing issues and several dental procedures, the drip of expenses started emptying her savings faster than she ever imagined. Suddenly, what felt steady felt fragile. Many older adults wrestle with painful trade-offs. Do I protect my emergency fund or pay for the service that makes life easier right now? Should I lower the thermostat this winter or cut back on fresh produce? These choices carry an emotional weight that matches the financial one. Yet with guidance, the burden can ease. There are programs that offset health costs, senior discounts that add up, and financial advisors who specialize in retirement realities. Facing the numbers, really understanding where you stand, helps you stretch resources and plan calmly. More importantly, it frees attention for what matters most: time with loved ones, simple pleasures, and peace of mind. Number 5, physical limitations. One of the hardest realities after 70 is discovering that your body no longer obeys quite like it used to. Simple tasks, climbing stairs, lifting a box, bending to tie your shoes, suddenly feel like hurdles. Strength naturally ebbs with age, joints stiffen from years of loyal service, and balance becomes more fragile, raising the risk of falls that can instantly change your independence. Meet Otis, 82, a meticulous backyard gardener and lifelong fixer. He used to repair anything with a screwdriver and a smile. Lately, the mower feels too heavy, the hedge trimmer too unforgiving, and the step stool, once nothing at all, now looks like a dare. It isn't just the chores he misses. It's the pride of doing for himself and the fear of becoming a burden that wears on him. This sense of loss is real, and it can quietly erode confidence. Yet physical decline is not absolute. Gentle but steady exercise, chair yoga, resistance bands, water aerobics can preserve strength, loosen stiff joints, and even ease pain. Supportive shoes, grab bars, canes, and walkers aren't signs of defeat. They're tools of freedom. Recognizing limits isn't surrender. It's wise adaptation, so you can keep living on your terms. Aging changes the body, but resilience and resourcefulness can stay strong when you feed them with the right habits and mindset. Life after 70 is not easy, and the brutal realities we've just explored. Declining health, shrinking social circles, financial uncertainty, loss of independence, loneliness, changing family roles, limited energy, and the struggle to find purpose are the quiet challenges many older adults carry. But facing these truths isn't surrender. It's how you take back control. Each hard reality also carries an invitation to take your health seriously, to invest in the relationships that matter, to manage resources wisely, to ask for help without shame, and to carve new meaning into everyday life. Those choices can turn hardship into resilience, fear into steadiness, and isolation into community. Remember, aging is not a punishment. It's a privilege not granted to everyone. By acknowledging the tough parts, you prepare yourself, mind, heart, and body to meet them head-on. And when you do, life after 70 can still be rich, purposeful, and filled with dignity. Thank you for spending this time with us. We'd love to hear from you. Share one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply in your life. Your voice matters, so don't hesitate to comment. Reading your notes gives us motivation and direction. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating content that informs and inspires. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.